Welcome to the Ghost Heads Nerd Talk Podcast. Interviews and conversations about nerd culture from all around the world. Now here are your three Ghostbuster hosts, Joe, Rain, and Val. Enjoy the show.
Hey, all you cool busters and bustettes. I'm Ghostbuster. I am Ghostbuster Joe, and this is episode 119. Wow, 119 episodes. Damn. All I'm gonna say is to quote my phrase that Val says, 8 inches of Galactus. Damn. Damn, as Ron Simmons would say, damn! 119. Wow. I have a guest that came on to help me show off Pop Joe Part 2, 2.0. The one and only Tracy. Welcome back. Tracy, welcome back. I like the hat flip. It's like
I hit it. I didn't mean to.
You came in like a wrecking ball. You're like it's like you're a celebrity now. You're like, oh yeah, see, I'm here. I gotta make you laugh, Tracy, because you're always part of my heart, girl. You always do the fun art. You always do the cool wrestling pictures of the luchas.
Well, I got one right now that's currently my favorite. I still love Guadalajara's Mexican fighters right now. Antisocial.
Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's a nice one.
His eyes don't look like this. He's got brown eyes, but I switched his eyes.
That's cool. It's so cool to see, like, watch you grow in your art and like the style you do with your pops and everything. And here we go. This Joe 2.0, but green glasses. Everybody always asks me the dumb question: why is the green glasses with the red glasses? Is that like some kind of like inside joke between you and all your friends? I just say no, because one's an international guy and the other one's just Joe being a nerd, because I don't like anything, because you see in the logo it goes Joe Panther the Third. I didn't know how to change the glasses back to red or green. I just didn't want to mess it up. So that's why on the logo I have red glasses and not the green ones. So I'm not that smart. I think I pretend I'm smart.
You're all right. I mean, I figured you had like a specific red glasses for the dudes at ringside and green glasses for Ghost Head Nurse Talk. So I just went with what you said.
See, Tracy defends me. Everybody else says I'm just a big-headed little body pop. That's what I am. Yep. As I said, Tracy, I like absolutely love it. Absolutely love the pop. I am so. He's bumping his head against the microphone. You're not supposed to hurt yourself, Joe. You're not supposed to hurt yourself physically. And see, now I could say if he falls over, it's because Joe's ego is way too big in the room. So if little Ghostbuster Joe falls off the shelf, it's because Joe Panther's being a prick. He's going, like the Lion King. It's gonna be like, I have to record and put it on TikTok and tag you in it. Be like, what is it? What does Scar say to Simba's dad?
I've seen it so many times, but right now I can't put my
Hail to the king. What do you say? Hail to the king? Or
when he pushes Mufasa off the
long live the king.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Oh my God! Imagine I got that on video of like Joe Panther, like Ghostbuster Joe just falling off the shelf and his head falling off, and Joe Panther the Third and my grandfather is sitting there just like. It's like I can make them move and they're just looking over the ledge like, you can do that on TikTok now with pictures.
Yeah, and they even say you can comment now because I get a lot of hate comments with pictures now. I just delete those right off the bat.
Don't let me know that, Tracy. I'll be on your TikTok going out like, leave her alone, you jerks, you animals.
No, I go ahead. The minute I see it, I had something that was really hurtful after I just lost my dad back in April. Somebody wrote this. Am I allowed to say this on the podcast?
Oh, you're as long as you don't get kicked off YouTube or Twitch.
It said a condom would have prevented this post. So basically, he was saying,
Wow,
I should have never been born. Yeah.
I would have put that as a hate speech, and it would have been over. Block, hate speech, gone.
Well, I just deleted it. You know, I'm not into that whole getting people in trouble.
And I wouldn't even responded to the comment. I would just hit it with a hate.
I just delete them constantly. That's why I don't have that many comments because it's mostly hate comments. So it just ends up becoming 2 good comments and the rest, yeah.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
But
people are just
Rain wants to send her love. She says, "Thank you so much for making her into a pop. She never thought it should be a pop." And
I sent a letter with all three of you, each a different letter.
Oh, Rain didn't tell me the letter, and she probably, hopefully, she opened the letter. Rain, if you're watching this, whenever you're watching it, I hope you open the letter. And
well, her was explaining, I think, how about her being a DJ, and I think also explaining that her hair and stand glows under black light since she's a DJ.
Ooh.
I've seen this purple paint at Walmart, and I was like, it said it glowed under black light. And I was like, I instantly said I should get that for her hair. The second round, I had to make those pops.
Did you notice, Tracy, that I made a alternate logo for Twitch on the corner right above your head?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yes.
I've seen it on Instagram.
You know where I got that? You know where I made it on AI on Instagram.
I want to say it looks like Rick and Morty.
Yeah. But I know where I get the inspiration from, Rick and Morty, but I'm being such a fan of not Pops, Nerds Candy.
Nerds. Oh, you're a fan of Nerds Candy?
I love Nerds Candy. Because it's so like everybody, you could eat I don't know about you, but I could eat an entire Nerds Candy bag in like 10 minutes. Like, gone.
You sure that wouldn't give you a stomach ache after all that sugar?
Oh, either that, I'm 40, I'll be like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Where's the bathroom? You better have a bathroom here. Well, that sugar, ugh. But I don't know about you. I totally remember the Nerds Candy, and you can get them different. Where some places had different style Nerds. I remember they had the 3 different holes on the Nerds. They had apple, they had all different slots. So they had grape, they had apple, I think cherry. So I was just like, I opened all of them and ripped the thing off, and just went and just ate every single flavor. Just chugged it. Then they had the little bags for Easter, and they also had Christmas, one of them. But I just Halloween, the little Halloween ones that they gave out. Oh man, I was hoping I got some that I get grape. I like the green apple ones; those are good. Yes. Oh, here we go. We got Dave's Dimension.
Dave's Dimension.
Yes, that's a friend of mine. Nerds eating nerds.
Nerds eating nerds. That's a good one.
Dave always has some funny comments. Dave, I wish you can come hang out with us tonight. That'd be fun. He's a multiple time guest, and he's also been on panel. He's good people. Great guy. Does some great things with the Ghostbusters community. Good people. Always good can see Dave in the chat. Hope all is well with you, Mr. Dave. On a Monday. I should be watching Raw, but I'm a nerd. Wrestling. Yeah.
I mostly catch like the news afterwards. I don't know why. I don't ever catch it when I come home. I just go straight to bed. Same with Friday nights.
You know, it's sad now that Raw's on Netflix. I'm actually, when the show gets done, I run. I don't even stay in the room. I should stay in the room to make sure everything's done loading. I run to my TV to watch Monday Night Raw. I'm like, I have a chance to watch Raw now. Yes, Netflix, you're good. You're good to me. You're good to me.
I was surprised they made a deal with Netflix like that, and then now you can see the pay-per-views on there. I think, right?
Yeah, they gotta grab SmackDown. I can't. I used
They
to
only
hate
just
watching
got Raw?
SmackDown because I don't know about you. Do you remember when they pre-recorded it like that Tuesday? Or was that
I'm
before
still
your
stuck in
era?
the old ways before they even did any of that. Like back when Mickey James was still around.
Yeah. Was that before your era when they pre-recorded it?
Before they used to go live.
Yeah.
I think so. Back in early 2000s.
Yeah. I didn't like the pre-records because me and my buddies would make fun of it. Like we were like, oh, you're like, oh, it's pre-recorded. So then like Wednesday we'd go on the, I don't know if anybody on the chat, if you remember this, Dave, if you remember NoDQ.com was like a big thing. Everybody was on NoDQ.com the day after on their parents' computer or the library alternate browser going, oh, The Rock beats Stone Cold on SmackDown. Billy Gunn loses to K-Quick. Okay. Trish beats blah blah blah. Then they didn't just say the segments. Yes, always dating myself. It's good to date yourself. You never turned yourself down. Oh yeah.
I heard one guy tell me that he was helping his sister, but he had to break up with himself just to help his sister out. His sister was down and lonely. Something like that. I don't know.
Dave, you didn't catch my stupid reference. I date myself because I have two different pairs of glasses. I'm like, which one? I'm going on a date with a girl. What glasses Joe will be wearing? The green or the red ones? Of course, I gotta wear the red one.
What if you get a pair of blue just for your, going out?
Yeah, that's true.
Get another pair of different color to go out.
Pre-recording SmackDown. Yeah, it's kind of sad to remember that people would go on the library computer, what they should be doing their homework and going no DQ and it's funny. They didn't just give you like the winners and losers of the matches. They would even give you the segments. Like The Rock had a backstage interview segment and like that. That would be like really like if you want to sit and read an entire what happened, they gave you this is Stone Cold versus The Rock. Oh, Stone Cold defeats Rock. Like that kind of thing. Like at WrestleMania. Dave's on a roll today.
Oh, he's gonna remain PG about you dating yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you don't want to demonetize him because
I've never been monetized, and everybody's always asking me why are we not sponsored. I'm like, because Rain. I'm like, love your Rain, but that's why we don't get sponsored. Rain would be like talking about dirty stuff, and then Val starts talking about 8 inches of Galactus.
Oh my
gosh. Like, see, this is the episode you missed, Tracy. We were talking about a popcorn bucket that you can get from like AMC, like the
the AMC theater. They made it a bit provocative for the Deadpool versus Wolverine one.
Yeah. and she was reading how it was built. So
I figured it was something that Deadpool would like to have because how he's very immature and provocative with his
Ghostbuster reference, Dave. I blame myself.
Ryan Reynolds played him very good.
Yeah. I blame myself. Yeah. And also, it's funny. I mentioned I'm going to be doing an 80s party at my job. And I kind of like, a popcorn bucket. So what are they going to do? If they make a Barney movie, what is there going to be? 8 inches of Barney?
Barney the dinosaur?
18 inches of Barney. Whoa. Yikes. What did we get? Well, we got Jurassic Park. Is there 18 inches of T-Rex's head or something
I
like
seen
that?
a
Are we
video
getting
of a
T-Rex?
guy carrying a ginormous rock. That was the Jurassic Park one.
Well, would it be a paw? Would it be like the giant paw, or is it like? Here we go, Tracy. I'm gonna throw this at you. You're gonna be. I don't know if you'll laugh or not. If you had a chance to mold a bucket that they would have at a movie theater from a movie that's coming out, what part of the character or anything would you make a popcorn bucket into?
Like anything that references the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, what movie do you think would be coming out at that time?
Well, we have Jurassic Park that's in theaters as we speak.
Maybe a giant dinosaur head. But that'd be kind of scary.
T-Rex head? A giant
But
T-Rex
they
head.
might scare the poor kids if they see a giant T-Rex head and the scary eyes and stuff.
Have like you could push the sides in the T-Rex, like you have to open the mouth to get the popcorn.
Yeah, or have it to where it makes sounds.
And the lights blink, the eyes blink. Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Dave's on a roll.
Of the Diddy documentary. Oh my gosh! Now that was a stupid case. To be honest with you.
Yeah. All I can think is, the dinosaur have like. It sounds bad, but for the first Jurassic Park, dinosaur dung, like a big thing of dinosaur dung and popcorns, and then they put the popcorn in the dinosaur dung.
Dinosaur dung.
Yeah, dinosaur dung.
You're eating your popcorn out of dung. Dinosaur dung.
People buy anything.
Yeah, I mean, check out the. Actually, no, don't check out the dark web. You'll have to follow you.
Brain's gonna be like, "What dinosaur dung? Oh, I buy anything nowadays." Like they put a dead. Then they buy a Wolverine tub that like you put your hand in his mouth or whatever.
Yeah, because like I said, his mouth was like really wide, abnormally wide, and you had the popcorn in it for the Wolverine versus Deadpool.
I thought they were just gonna go with a Deadpool head.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I guess they wanted to make it for Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
I just found that a little awkward that you're putting your hand in Wolverine's mouth. Like
yeah, they made that way to where it'd be more provocative. There was no way around that.
God.
Oh boy. Deadpool.
Baby oil. Jeez.
Oh gosh, with the baby oil.
Oh my god. Everything that's going on, everything that went on with that whole thing, I was just like, I worked with a lady that she was literally hooked to that trial.
That case was flat out disgusting, and I don't like how his sentencing got.
Yeah,
I think he should have got more.
I used to play his music, and now I go.
I only listened to 2 songs of him, and now I don't think I want to listen to them songs anymore.
Now I can't even hear the word "come with me" without freaking out.
Because you'll never hear any Diddy song the same again after this.
That's why you don't hear me use any Diddy. If someone passes away, I do not use "I'll be missing you" ever again.
Nope. Yeah, that's one of the songs. And then there was he sung it at Tribute to the Troops one year for WWE. It was "I'm Coming Home." That one.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one that if I go to Long Island, I have to find another "I'm Coming Home" because I'm not using Diddy. No.
I mean, yeah, it was one year he was on WWE Tribute to the Troops, and he sung that song for them.
Yeah, like sometimes there's songs that you think they're gonna be that it's gonna be really good, and then other times, like you can't.
What I don't like is you get the celebrities, and that you think they're all great and everything, and then they go do something stupid like this. And then it makes you not look at them the same again.
I don't know. I just feel that once things like that happen to a person, it tarnishes everything that you thought about the person.
Yeah.
I used to love Diddy. Like every song that he did was fun. Like the
And he
song
was
he
like
did with Mace.
he was like the guy you pretty much wanted to be, and then he does.
Me and my friends were joking, like, wouldn't you want to go to a Diddy party? Oh my god, wouldn't you want? I
Okay.
want to go to a. I used to say, man, go to a Diddy party. It must be so cool. All these girls, all these people you can meet and bump into celebrities. Now I jokingly go, damn, Joe, you fucked this up. Oh, I'm all on the camera. You really screwed this up, Joe. You want to go to a Diddy party? You're gonna wake up upside down with your butt hurting.
And not know how you got there. Don't even know how long you were there.
Yeah. Did that really happen, Joe? Yeah, you were dancing in your underpants, man.
Or worse, in your birthday suit.
Diddy shook your hand and he rubbed the baby oil on your hand and you woke up like, what happened? me and Rain are centipedeing in his basement.
I understand those celebrity parties are cool and all because they're rich, but
yeah,
stuff that goes on there.
Oh yeah,
wild.
Yikes!
Like something you never thought would ever happen in those types of parties. And what made it so bad? They actually didn't show all the names of the other celebrities that were at his parties.
Yeah, they did.
They said Pink was one of them, and then they erased it, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
they were protecting all the celebrities that were involved in this.
Oh well, oh yeah. We got Dave's in the chat. He's our first ever #1 fan, the top fan on YouTube right now. I just went on the thing. Super fan, super chat. Oh yeah, Dave super chat. Yes, Dave, you're a super chat. #1 fan. We got to get more people in the chat to get more because he's #1. Of course, Dave. Dave gets #1. Of course, Dave's #1. And speaking of the devil, the one and only Dave is here. Is on chat. Of course, Dave's here. Well, microphone's not on. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Yeah, Dave. Welcome. So let's continue our fun conversation about if you can create any kind of like popcorn tub for a movie that are out, what would you create a popcorn tub of? What?
I've already created one, technically speaking. Well, I shouldn't say created, but I 3D printed one. The Mr. Fusion from Back to the Future. I 3D printed one for a friend of mine. I was like, if you think about it, it's the 40th anniversary of Ghostbusters, Back to the Future. 40th anniversary of that movie. Where are the popcorn buckets? Where's the limited release to celebrate the movie?
Yeah, what happened with
that?
Because
Back to the Future 1 came out on July 3rd of 1985.
We need a DeLorean one. What the heck? Where's the DeLorean having popcorn coming out of the doors?
That was 2 years ago in Mexico. There's a limited release when they revisited Ghostbusters. They really re-released it, which was weird on an off anniversary year. But it was a chain of theaters like in Mexico, and they actually had DeLorean popcorn buckets.
Wow. Was it coming out of the hood or is it coming out the sides? Like
I think it was like the top came off or something like that. So
that looks cool.
But I mean that's like here's a small version of the Mr. Fusion I 3D printed. The full scale one I gave to a friend of mine. I was like, listen, I said, look at it, open it up, because it's actually a dice tower, technically speaking. But it's a good size bowl you can fill with popcorn. So,
Wow. Dave, did you hear that? I didn't know that we had this on on YouTube, the top fans. I never even know that existed.
It's something new that they've been doing. I don't fully understand it, but hey.
I see people using it on their other thing. I guess you get things in the super chat. As you get points, you get more stuff.
I don't know. I'm not cool enough.
Me either. I watch it go. Katie, welcome. What's up on stream?
My cat,
yellow eyes. Yeah.
Oh, she's got green, actually. They look yellow right now on camera.
Now,
I'm a celebrity.
I got to ask, how many cats?
Me?
Huh? Yeah. How many cats do you have?
Her, just her.
Just her?
Yeah. Yeah, I adopted her a few years ago from our animal shelter up the road.
We have 3.
You got 3?
We have 3. We have 2 black cats, Monty and Olive.
Oh,
And then we have the murder cat, River, who is she's a little mix of everything, but she looks like a tiger, but she's just a straight murder cat. She doesn't lick, she just bites and claws at things.
Oh, does she like if you try to pet her?
Climbs you like a tree.
Well, we actually, when we adopted her, we found out she was actually at a kill shelter. So we don't know what conditions her and her sister were in. We did not adopt her sister. We got our best friends to adopt the sister. So
it's nice to know that people are actually still adopting animals with everything going on with animals, and
well, with black cats, it's really hard because there's that that stigma that black cats are bad luck, but they're not.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. That's why I got her.
My wife will beat anyone down who says otherwise. So.
Oh, your wife doesn't believe in competition either?
Well, she had the two black cats are pre me. She had them already. So she had Monty. She's all about the solid black cats, but then she decided because those are her cats, I needed a cat of my own. So we actually adopted River during the pandemic. I was working from home. She felt I needed to have my own cat, so we went and actually we adopted her on July 4th during the pandemic. She's what? I think River's 4 years old now, but she's just.
That's how old my cat is. My cat's 4. She'll be 5 in December.
Yeah, my wife adopted Olive because her name was Olive, and as a child, her grandmother used to feed her black olives. So it's the whole thing. So it's like, yeah, yeah. Joe, you have any animals?
Well, as you guys all know, I don't have a dog anymore. Dexter passed away a few months ago. He was 16 years old. It was hard. He was a good boy, and we miss him. The house is empty. It's quiet without him. No Krillin be crunkling around the house. Wiener dogs. They run. They scurry.
So he was a wiener dog or a dachshund, as they would call
Oh, he was a Dachshund. He's the one at the end of every season of Dudes at Ringside. When I have last year with the one of me with the suit on, and I'm just like, and he's just like, the other side. Yep. That'll never change. Dexter's never going to leave that spot. Remember, dude, doodle, dude, doodle, dude, doodle, dude, doodle. He's the other dude. He'll always be a dude.
He'll always be a dude.
My little dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
When that guy left, Dexter became the other dude. Or when my dad was there, he was the dude. My dad's my dude now. Dude, yay. Hooray, dude. Hooray for the dude. Yeah, and you know what's funny? I'm surprised we have not got the Superman. Whoa, what happened? 15 inches? Oh. RoboCop, stop zooming in on that gun. Kitty.
Oh, that was a gun? I thought that was a TV. Oh, that is so cute. Is it a he or she?
She. River.
Oh,
That's River, okay.
I'm a Doctor Who nerd, so River song.
I had a friend in high school that would love Doctor Who to death.
See, she looks all innocent now, but wait until you see the scars. Right?
My cat does that too. I got scars
Right?
with it from playing with her too rough sometimes.
Looks like my sister's cat, Gypsy. Same pattern and everything. Gypsy has that gray but black spots on her like a tiger. But she's very territorial.
Yeah, but she has her own GB uniform.
Aww.
Oh, she's a pretty cat.
Yeah, people say they like you. They don't know any better.
Oh,
She doesn't meow, she squeaks.
oh she's
Uh-huh. She's a squeaker. I'm thinking Val's just gonna pop in during random conversations about squeaking and cats. She's like, "What? What?"
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
I
she,
wanted her to come. Her and Rain.
I mean, she's got Rocket.
Yeah, she has.
Oh, she's got a
Yeah.
cat named Rocket, doesn't she?
No, she's got a dog, right?
Or a dog.
Yeah, she has a husky named Rocket, and
Oh,
Rocket.
Huskies were beautiful.
Huskies are so interesting of a dog.
But you want to
Like,
keep them in a colder climate because if you get them in the warmer climates, they get hot too easily. Kind of.
Well, see, that's what I don't get. She's in Texas, right? And she's got a husky.
yep. I don't know if she has a cat. I think she just has
I mean,
Rocket.
I could see huskies up here because I'm in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, it gets
You know.
cold up there.
Yep.
They get the snow that if you go there and you love football, you're going to the stadium to plow to go watch the game.
Listen, that and you get people who show up in tank tops and flip flops. I'm not joking.
In below.
And throwing yourself through a table.
Hey. I like to see you go through a table. Come on. They even christen babies by doing that.
Okay, you're gonna bring out the guy. You're gonna bring out red glasses, man.
They had these small little like 3D printed collapsible tables. So
did you say
you lay your toddler and they break into half.
This off for a
Break
second.
into half.
I was about to do like intro, like boom, like in the middle of the show, be like, did you say something about taking a bump? Hello, Mr. Dave. It's your ghost, but it's Joe Panther the third. Did you say something about taking a bump? Did you realize that I took a bump in a show? Yeah, I did.
I saw.
Yes, best bump ever. Every wrestler that I've ever talked to.
And
recently,
how did you feel the next day?
You know what? Honestly, great question. I didn't feel. I felt a little bit like my ego went. Only thing I felt is my chest was a little bit like a little
Collapsed.
tough. Yeah,
collapsed.
A little collapsed, but everything else I felt fine. My parents were like, I came upstairs all like, hey guys, got the spoon. My parents were like, you're fine. What's going on? What? You're not sore? You're not hurt? And I'm like, well, I'm good. My head,
Did you
my
tell
ego.
them it's sports entertainment?
Yeah. He just bounced right back after that hit.
It was interesting that take up my first ever wrestling bump, and it was actually one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Bray Wyatt, the Sister Abigail from my friend Lucius Crow. Well, in wrestling, you can't say he's my friend. He's my friend. Yeah, Lucius. Did your friend beat you up, Joe? Yes, he beat me up. I got beat up with my wrestling friend. Hope you're okay, Val. We have not heard from you for like all day. So
I hope she's okay.
Link one straight. So other movie that I can't wait to see what they give you for the new Superman movie.
Oh, they're coming out with a new Superman?
Yeah, the trailers are all over. I don't know if do you watch TV that much, Tracy, or you don't watch TV that much?
I try to keep up with it as best I can on my phone, but mostly I'm going to work and going home. Mostly.
Yeah, me too. We're on the same bus, Tracy.
On my days off, that's when I do my art and my cosplays.
Yeah. Oh, Dave left. Oh, Dave's back. Did he come back? No, he left. But yeah, that Superman thing, it looks good, but they made it less like an S and more like almost like a weird Z. If you look it up, we need Val. She would have went and looked and put it on the screen.
Yeah, I probably need to start looking up the movies again. Even though,
it looks kind of cool, but it kind of doesn't look like. And the movie looks really good. They really way they did it and all the cool fun stuff that they did to make it look like a good Superman movie. But to anybody else in the community, they're like, cash grab. Cash grab.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of these remakes do seem like a cash grab. In a way. I've seen previews. They say they want to make a Simpson live action. That'd be cool to see.
Everybody makes fun of Green Lantern. I think they're just trying to bring back DC to the big screens again because you know what I mean, Tracy. It kind of they got the baseball back to the kneecaps. They really didn't. They don't have like.
And then we got Disney Plus. They're coming out with Fantastic Four. I've seen that.
Oh yeah. See, Val would have been like, yeah.
I like the Invisible Woman. I've always liked her.
Well, you know who's in that movie.
Superpower to have the power of invisibility.
Val's husband is in that movie.
What, the Human Torch or Mr. Stretch?
Oh, Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible. The Thing?
Yeah.
That says it's closet?
No, nothing. The other guy.
Mr. Stretch or the Torch?
Stretch.
Oh, the leader. Okay.
Yeah, the actor. I'm waiting for Val to pop into the chat like, how can you not know who that is? That's my man. Every time she talks about it, all I can think is the girl from Roger Rabbit, the stalker. It's all mine. Right through the wall. I'm like, that's Val. I thought that was Val. You come in as we're goofing on Val. I'm talking about how she loves her man.
Mr. Stretch from Fantastic Four. I mean, hey, he's
Yeah.
not bad. I mean, I think in the previous storyline of the older ones, I think the Invisible Woman and Mr. Stretch were engaged.
I can't wait to see where they go with that movie. I can't wait to see if they stay in the 70s.
Well, it's a little sad we lost Dr. Doom this week.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Julian McMahon, the Dr. Doom from the early 2000s, two Fantastic Four movies.
Did they announce how he passed away? Cancer? Or
He was fighting cancer, but he was kind of keeping it, private. I mean, but it's a shame. He was also in Charmed and Nip Tuck on FX years ago, back in like the late 90s.
He was in Nip Tuck also, right?
Yeah, Nip Tuck and Charms. Yeah.
It sounds everybody be like, you didn't watch that show. I think everybody watched Nip Tuck. I'm like, watch it for the bodies.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the chemistry because I have nothing against the actress playing Sue Storm. Like, we haven't really seen her have like chemistry on screen yet. We hear her voiceover as a family, that's like all we really hear. We haven't seen a whole lot with her, so it's like it's going to be interesting to see. Because let's be honest, Sue Storm, Jessica Alba in the first two Fantastic Four movies, let's be honest. With all due respect, she was eye candy for the movie. She was not the greatest actress in the world. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And a lot of people bagged on her, especially during her Dark Angel days. Jensen Ackles bagged on, said that literally he and her did not get along.
Yeah. Do you think maybe they chose her to be, as you said, for eye candy to get people to come see her in the theaters? You know what I mean?
Well, I'll say this: the actress, I keep forgetting the actress's name. I've seen her in, I think she was in Fast and Furious: Hobbs and Shaw. She was Shaw's sister. She played oh God, how am I blanking on the actor who plays Shaw? He was a transporter.
This is why we need Val.
Jason Statham. See, I don't even need to type it. Jason Statham. She played Jason Statham's sister in that movie. She seems like a cool actress, but I don't know if she feels that vibe of Sue Storm. It's just like I'm a little hesitant about Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. Did I summon someone?
Is she here? No, she's not here. I thought she was.
Okay.
I thought I felt the vibe. I thought I felt the Val.
You felt the disturbance in the force.
You felt the presence of Val.
Either that or it was either that or is the burritos.
She's
Bean
running.
burritos. We'll bring it up. But no, it's like we haven't ever seen Pedro Pascal as a science person.
No,
Not to say that he can't do it. It's just like when you see him playing like
kind of dramatic roles, or even like something comical like he did with Nick Cage in that one movie. I mean, it's like, okay, you're gonna go from doing this, The Last of Us, he was friggin' amazing in that. I thought he was great. But to go from doing that to being, friggin' Reed Richards, who's supposedly next to Tony Stark or even smarter than Tony Stark in Marvel. He's like one of the greatest of all time. So it's going to be interesting to see Vanessa Kirby. There you go. Somebody in the chat, ChewCast, put in there Vanessa Kirby. So I think it's just going to be kind of weird. I think, we just kind of have to trust the process and see what happens with all that,
Yeah. And I'm excited to see what this movie brings. Will we see them in the next next Avengers movie?
Doomsday?
Yeah, the name they have to have some involvement with it.
Well, there's theories, right? There's updated theories now that what happens is after the cataclysmic battle of, all 17 was it 17 inches or some whatever, Galactus, whatever, and when Galactus shows up, that he's going to devastate their world, and they're trying to attack him from space, and bam, it's that's how they leave that world and wind up in 616, which is the MCU main universe. But there's another theory that a ship that we see in one of the trailers isn't their actual ship; it's an alternate Fantastic Four. So there's a lot of crazy fan theories going on, but we'll find out in a couple weeks. And I would bet money that there's going to be multiple, and there's got to be like a mid-credit scene and an end credit scene. So me and my wife, when we go to the movies, we stay all the way through to the absolute end credits, because you just never know.
That's why these Marvel fans be wearing diapers during the Marvel movies, so they don't miss nothing. That's a lie. Who told you?
Nope, you hold it. Besides, hey, after the popcorn buckets are empty, that's what they're good for. There you go.
Oh my God. I'll block you, honey.
God, it has nothing to do with it. There you go.
We married. We protect each other. Did you see my Truth Accurate Joe? Did I show you the Truth Accurate Joe when someone starts talking in my town, starts talking about Ghost Head Nerd Talk? Like, Joe, your head's getting too big. No, it's not. Your head's too big.
I can say something, but I'm sure this is a family show somewhere.
Oh no. When Rain's not here, it's family show. When Val's not here, it's family show. When
I was gonna say that's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. I'm thinking about adding sound effects, but I'm afraid because I want to be like that day. I'll pop it, and then YouTube has their myriad, and they're like, copyright.
Well, I mean, if you pull from their sound effect library and their song library, they can't hit you on that. If it's something from their library, Or, I mean, if you had someone make original sound effects, like if you had like you, Rain, and Val laughing all at once, and you recorded it, and then you upload that, that's original. That's not copyrighted.
Or should I do myself saying the phrase instead of having the actual actor go, "Ha, that's what she said."
Okay. I mean, it's a thing. I mean, like, I have this little cheapo soundboard that I have, but like I can store up to like 4 originally recorded buttons on it. I mean, it's like a $45 thing, but that's where I get my voice changer and everything else I have on here. You get something simple like that. You just, you can record whatever you want. I mean, actually, I have a small excerpt of On Our Own recorded on here because I was just doing it as a test. Came out pretty good. I'm not going to play because I don't want you to get copyright strike, because you know how the big boys do.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been hitting the head with the reality bug. My birthday episode 11, 112, lightning strike, like zap zap zap. I was like,
well, that was your intro, right?
Yeah, because the intro.
Let's see, like that's why, like on my what I currently have, I have for my channel. I go to Suno and just make some AI type songs by typing in what I want for lyrics or different genres, and it came up with a couple matches. They give you like 10 free credits a day, so it's something fun to kind of just play around with. But like you have Ring though, so she can make up original music right on the fly because that's what she does.
I was making a joke with the wrestler, the people at High Ground. Shout out to High Grounds Pro Wrestling. Now that I come out to the ring, I did my whole entrance. I did my own wrestling entrance. I wish I got so excited. I did because I come out to the song that I chose. It's a song that always hits me in the heart because it's a song that Teenage Joe says, if you don't choose this song, I'm losing you. I'm going to flick your heart when you're sleeping.
What song is that?
It's My Prerogative by Bobby Brown.
I laugh because when I was a kid, my uncle used to sing, because I come from a Irish but also Polish family. And the Polish people, they love to make their pierogies. He would just to annoy my grandmother, he would take the wooden spoon, just jump around and start singing my pierogi. But that would be your entrance song, My Prerogative.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Yes, that was the song.
I got way too many, but I think I have to. I mean, come on, CM Punk. Come on, I mean that's.
And the cult of personality, of course.
I love this cult of personality. I loved it way before he was even around. So.
Well, if you know, you know. If you know CM Punk ROH, he had the longest intro ever.
I liked his original entrance theme song.
The one that the one that one.
Kill Swiftly Cage, This Fire Burns. That was.
Oh yeah.
It was in ECW. I remember when he had the long hair.
If you can, Tracy, later on, go on YouTube and look up CM Punk's Ring of Honor entrance. You'll crack up because the crowd starts going. They tap, and they're like, longest entrance ever.
Oh, wow.
It's so long. I saw him in Jersey, and I think he faced Samoa Joe. And oh god, here it goes. Will we get a copyright? But it's so long. It's so long that everybody in the crowd's just like,
they're falling asleep and they're getting annoyed.
They're making fun of it because it's so long.
Well, remember what they used to do to poor Kurt Angle with his?
Like, come on. I want to go pee.
Well, I think as an alternate, I'd either have to go with Break the Habit, Linkin Park, or Last Resort, Papa Roach.
That is a good song.
Those are all songs that they give me pumps.
Yeah. There's certain songs that hit and you're like, ooh, like My Prerogative with the car brake. The car like stopping on a dime.
I just want to see Joe come out with the Bobby Brown, slanted haircut.
The little hair. I wish.
True story. That was an accident. He just went with that. It was an accident. He said, screw it. I'm gonna go with that hairstyle. It was a fad. Turned into a fad afterwards.
It's so weird to think that now, like nowadays, kids would say that hairstyle that Bobby Brown had and Kid and Play had was that wasn't real. That was AI. No, that was real. Like,
oh man,
good old days with hairstyles.
Do you remember when Kid from Kid and Play, when he changed his hair? It was in the movie Class Act because he started with the big box, big eraser haircut. Yeah. Then they wound up and he had little not really dreads, but I forgot what exactly they were. They were kind of like a really refined, kind of loose dreadlock kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
That's how old I am.
Wow.
I think that was what, couple years after House Party 2. Because I don't think
They tried to redo it. Apparently, someone told me, Dave, that they actually redid.
Yeah, they tried to redo it, and it was no.
I don't know if it flopped or.
No, it makes me want to do Peter Griffin. Step it. Yeah.
I was so like, when I saw that, I said, "Why are we doing this? Why did we?"
Well, Joe, let's take a look at everything that's being redone. You have Matt. In fact, buddy of mine me and him have a podcast that we do on Friday nights. We've been looking at remakes. We looked at One Day at a Time, which it lasted for a few seasons via Netflix. Completely kind of redid the format. Think of Matlock. We got Kathy Bates doing a Matlock TV show, but it's a little bit deeper. It's not like a straight remake. She's using kind of the premise and some of the ideals of that show, and it's kind of a deeper cut. I mean, look, you had Equalizer with Queen Latifah, which honestly was a great show, but you get a lot of people are redoing everything. I'm waiting for them to redo the Golden Girls.
I'm thinking of that one, or
and in a way, there is a spiritual successor to the Golden Girls on Hulu now, with Nathan Lane. It's almost like gender swap in the Golden Girls. Nathan Lane's like an older man who he's up in the age and he really doesn't have people around, so he invites two of his best friends to move in with him. One of them is Matt Boomer, best known from Blue Collar. He's done a lot of other stuff, and it's kind of gender swapped kind of Golden Girls vibe. I mean, look at it. Everything's being redone. Was it Horse Y50 ended it several years back. Magnum PI ended. They redid MacGyver, which I was a big MacGyver fan. The show just was. I mean, everything's been. They tried to redo Knight Rider. You don't really have any original ideas now. There's talk of a young Frankenstein TV series that would be kind of like a prequel.
What?
Yeah, look it up. And I swear to God, it's happening. I am psyched for Spaceballs 2.
Oh man, I can't
wait. They better call it Spaceballs 2: The Quest for More Money or The Search for More Money. If they don't call it that, I'm walking in.
Because remember when the end of the last one, they were trying to do a sequel, and they got the
the whole thing with the merchandising was there was a deal that he made with Lucas. Lucas signed off on him doing a parody of Star Wars with one condition. They could not sell merchandise. That's why you never had action figures. That's why there are a few third-party companies that have made their own pseudo Spaceball action figures. But that's why we never had Lego sets or anything for Spaceballs. Because he made a deal with George Lucas that, hey, I'll sign off on this. You can make fun of Star Wars all you want, but you can't do merchandise. Because he didn't want competing merch. Which in a way was smart. But then Mel Brooks, being the mad genius he was, he wrote it into the movie, and it was so hilarious. Spaceballs the lunchbox, Spaceballs the flamethrower, And I'm hell, they need to do it. And I'm glad that Mel Brooks is still around. I mean, 99 years old.
I was worried when
I'm just praying to God that he sticks around long enough to complete the film. I hate to say that, but I mean, hell, look at Dick Van Dyke. The guy's like, he's about 100 now.
He looks great.
He exercises. He's got a young wife, so he better keep himself going somehow. But I mean, he still does dancing and does all kinds of stuff with all of like his family and stuff. More power to him. But like, look at Spaceballs. Okay, who do we have? Rumors are that Bill Pullman's going to have his kid with him.
Yeah.
Who is in the Thunderbolts. See, he looks just like him, so hey, why not? Yeah, that could be like him and Princess Vespa's son. But is Daphne Zanuga going to come back? Is she going to be Queen Vespa? Or is they're just going to write her out that she died? And Lone Star's been raising his son on,
Did she really
in the
die?
Skyways. I don't know. I don't think she is. I think she's alive. but she really hasn't done anything. God knows how long. So maybe her career just is dead. She's not.
The rumors are gonna start spreading because of us. It'll be like, it's
Da-
some nerd
Damn it,
culture
Dave's
show.
Dimension.
Ghost
No,
Dave's
she's still
Dimension.
alive. She's 62.
Dave's Dimension. Tracy's just like, I don't know these guys. Like they're like,
I mean,
what?
she doesn't look bad for 62.
It's
She's
just
not
like,
great
what?
looking, but you know, hey. I mean, we don't have poor John Candy. We don't have him.
Oh. Someone said they're gonna replace him with a child of that character or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Josh Gad. I'm betting Josh Gad.
All of a
Because
sudden,
I could maybe see Josh Gad doing but what are you going to call him? You know, what kind of a what's the name going to be? I mean, somehow I don't know how, but they made Rick Moranis come out of retirement.
I was kind of mad about that. Why? What happened?
A lot of Ghostbuster fans are slightly miffed, but I mean, here's the way I look at it. Mel Brooks calls you up and says, "Hey, I want to make a Spaceballs 2. Will you come back?" It's Mel Brooks. I mean, that's like getting a call from the Godfather. Captain America calls you up and says, "Hey, I want you to be an adventurer." Okay, sure. I'll leave my family. I'll leave everything behind. Yes, sir. I mean, it could be that, or it could also be the timing. Rick Moranis one, his kids are probably off to college on their own by now because he stepped out of acting because his wife passed away. He wanted to be a father to his kids, and you can't knock him for that. He did do that Ryan Reynolds commercial, that cell phone commercial, that company that's Ryan Reynolds owns. He did that little commercial like a year or two ago. So I mean, he came back for that. I mean, maybe there's certain franchises. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Spaceballs, he got to feature himself very heavily, opposed to Ghostbusters, where he was just kind of the, just these little, the walking, talking, breathing joke. Let's be honest. Him locking himself repeatedly out of his apartments in Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2. I mean, he's tripping over the couch. He thinks he's saving the day. I mean, let's just, I hate to say it, but, his character, Louis Tully, he was a perpetual joke. Whereas, Dark Helmet, he's the Darth Vader. He's the parody Darth Vader. And he had some of the best lines, some of the best, jokes in that movie. So I don't, I would love to see him. I would love to see him come back. Hell, I'd even sign off on like My Blue Heaven 2, get him and Steve Martin back together. But I mean, like, there's not a whole lot of, we hear this all the time. There's not a whole lot of original ideas. Everything's being remade. Next month, someone's going to be, releasing a new podcast. It's going to be called the Nerd Ghost Heads Talk. There you go. They're going to be rebooting you now.
Probably, yeah. But definitely go follow Tracy on all of her social medias. Tracy, how many different places can they find you on the internet?
Well, I mostly do my stuff on Instagram, on my art, and I post my TikToks there too, which are my cosplays, and you follow me on TikTok, but that's mostly just cosplays. That's not art as much.
What's the Instagram?
Moonlight.charm 2016. That's where I mostly post all my art. And then same tags for the TikTok if you want to see the cosplays.
You be ticking and talking?
Yeah, but
you got some good TikToks on there, dude. You got some good ones.
The sad part, they're going to get rid of it in March of 2026, and they're going to replace it with M2. It's a American version of TikTok, and a lot of people don't like it because we like the older version. I like the older version.
Are you allowed to log into your original TikTok anymore?
You got to start from scratch, and that's what I don't.
Oh my god.
That's what I don't like. When they made that deal, they screwed all the people. That's what they did.
So So again, I want to, Dave, where can they find you on the social media?
Oh, well, I'm just about everywhere. Dave's _ dimension on Instagram. You can find. I've been doing a lot more 3D printing, including I'm going to be 3D printing. Well, if you see that big shiny monster behind me right there, the Flux Pack, the Back to the Future Ghostbuster mashup, I'm going to be printing a Ghostbuster themed hoverboard now to go with the cosplay. So that's going to be interesting. But usually Dave's _ Instagram or Dave's _ dimension on Instagram, Dave's Dimension on YouTube. Of course, every Friday night I host with one of my best friends, Dre, the Collector Safe Space, aka Dre the Geek Dad. He and I, we host the Outer Dimensions podcast, where we talk movies, music, and TV shows, and a lot more. But I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, doing some videos. Got a new little portable stand for my Proton Pack from Tools and Talents. I'm going to be trying to be doing a lot more stuff. I have a lot of action figures I need to unbox, and just a whole lot of stuff I got going on.
I'm good, DJ. Thank you for asking. Definitely come by on Thursday. I'm interviewing a female wrestler from Long Island. She's a really awesome person, and I'm so excited to have her back on the podcast. But as I always say, thank you for coming, guys. Thank you, Dave, for coming in and keeping the seat warm for Val and Rain. I know next week Val will be back. As always, I say,
Will she?
I hope
Yeah.
Val's missed. I haven't seen her, and it's been crazy stuff going on in Texas, so I hope everything's okay by her.
Yeah.
I am Ghostbuster Joe.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Dave's Dimension.
And just remember, us ghost heads have a lot to talk about.